Hello, welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and I was organizing. Oh gosh, don't even look at my office. This place is a mess. And came across this old volume of Battle Angel Alita. Oh my god, I almost mispronounced that. I almost said Alifa. This is not Wiz Khalifa. It's Battle Angel Alita. Thank you, tongue, for working that way. Story and art by Yukito Kishiro. Viz graphic novel. I've probably had this. I don't know when this was first published. I probably had this for ages. I know I read it like in grad school or something. Let's look. What's the copyright on this publication? Maybe I've had this since undergrad. Yeah, I must have, like, it just says 1994 in here. So I don't know if that's actually true or not. But it's a great little story. It's one of the classics. Let me get this cable out of the way so I can actually flip the book without bumping that USB cable. It's one of the classics. So we got a dude who's digging through the scrapyard, and he finds a cyborg with an intact head. Now there's not really a whole body, there's just a torso, and even that's just partial. But he puts her back together. Alright? Like, simple enough, right? And so the first few chapters explore their relationship, and it starts exploring who she is. Her finding herself. I mean, she has no real memories. So he gives her the name Alita, and then right away, like, this is the part where we start exploring their relationship. You know, she's got brand new arms. These arms came from a cyborg that died right here. Now she has them. So obviously, we're supposed to think he's doing it, right? Boy, that's really dark for page 15, isn't it? Holy moly. The guy that brings you life is going around killing people to get you body parts? So she sets out to see what's up. She's like, oh my god, he's going to ambush this person and kill him. Now, it turns out that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, yeah, that's one thing. This is old enough that it's published, I think the pages are all mirrored, and it's published left to right instead of right to left. It's old, okay? It's an old volume of manga. Anyway, awesome fight scene. Like, we start off here, we're on page 24 and 25 of this 200-page long book, and we got a fight scene. And it's great. Look at these dynamic angles. Look at this stuff. Crazy sound effects, crazy angles. What is even going on here? He's swinging, that thing's broken. She's ducking and dodging. That's the, oh god, all concern, surprise. Oh, look at that horrifying face. And then they win, of course. I mean, it'd be a really short story if they lost and died. Like, oh, well, so much for Alita, right? So we find out he's a bounty hunter. We also find out that she has some kind of knowledge of a technique called the Panzerkunst, or the Armored Arts, said to be the most powerful of the various fighting techniques developed for humanoid cyborgs. Whoa! So she knows crazy martial arts. Anyway, as soon as we get to the second chapter, we're introduced to the antagonist of much of the rest of the volume. This dude. He likes eating brains. That's really all you need to know about him for now. He wants to eat this old dude's dog's brain. And they're killing people and terrible stuff. And so from here the story goes. She gets into a fight. Loses her body. He gets her a new body. More fighting. Look at this. Look. Oh. This is the dude. He's really just like this worm thing with a head attached. And he can steal people's bodies. He can go around and steal other people's bodies. So if you don't kill that part, you're not stopping him. So Daisuke and Alita, they go to try to get all the other bounty hunters in town to go after this dude. His name is Makabe, if I remember right. It doesn't work. Makabe finds them. Crazy combat. Look at this. Look at this. Like, this isn't even the fight, but here, the fight starts. He's taking over like a gladiator's body, and they're all like, oh man, it's the gladiator. Can I have an autograph? Splam! Head explodes. He eats the brain. Disgusting. Disgusting. You should be able to see why this is like a classic. So the fight continues. But basically, from this point on, it's all a fight. It's all fighting. It's one big action scene. So, Makabe kidnaps baby, flees to the sewers. Alita follows him. The traditional first couple pages of a particular issue of a manga are super detailed art right here. It looks good, don't it? It looks good. And the fighting continues. Look at this. Oh, isn't that terrible? There's so much dynamic stuff happening here. The angles are crazy. There's action every page. Like, yeah. Oh, sorry, I made the thing move when I pushed down the table. Look, like all these action lines. Yeah, you look at things like, oh, there's no background being drawn. That's true. But you don't need a background. This is manga, you know? Look at that hole they made in the floor of the bar they were at. He's like, the baby, the baby. So she's down in the sewers. And even here, the scene of just walking around, navigating through this, we get some interesting angles, interesting visuals. Like, it really carries over just how disgusting this place is. And here we go. The fight continues. Little body gore, except they're cyborgs, so it doesn't really count. Look at this. Look here. Let's just stop on this 2-page spread. All right, let's just... Camera. Stop doing that sway. Just look. There's speed. There's crazy angles. Even the panels themselves aren't straight. They're all at crazy diagonals. Explosions, sound effects. Awesome, awesome stuff. Things getting destroyed. Like, if you don't see why this is a classic, just from the action sequences, I'm not sure what to tell you. There's some great character development in the book. There's some great relationship between Alita and Daisuke, the guy that found her. We learn all about Makabe and where he came from and why he is the way he is. And it sets up the next series after their fight's over. Like the next story arc. Because we learn somebody gave him that crazy worm body. And so we're already hooked for the next arc. But as first arcs go, this is great stuff. I'm sure now you can find this in other volumes that aren't this old and read right to left. In fact, I do believe there's like a hardback coming out, which is why, no doubt, they put this out for Halloween Comic Fest. And I'm going to, my next video, talk about this. Yeah, look right here. Battle Angel Alita Deluxe Complete Series Box Set coming November 2018. There you go. So that was kind of the impetus for reading this, as I found it and I remembered that was coming out. I remembered I had this. I'm like, you know what? I should tell people about this because this is good stuff. This is one of the classics. It is absolutely worth your time to read if you like stories that investigate things like... No, I guess investigate's wrong. Explore. Explore. Like the concepts of what it means to be human, finding yourself, learning about society. That's one thing this book doesn't do. It doesn't tell us anything about their society except by throwing us into it. And so just like Alita, we have to learn about this crazy, terrible city that they live in, with this floating city up above it. We don't know what any of this stuff means. She doesn't know what it means. But we learn it with her. She's totally the point of view character. She's fun. She's awesome. She gets cool cybernetic bodies. She does crazy, crazy stuff. You gotta like it. You gotta like it. If you haven't read Battle Angel Alita, maybe you got this on Halloween Comic Fest. You should read it. If you haven't done that, you know, maybe check this out when it comes out here. And, well, it's already November. I don't know what day this is coming out. And I heard somebody tell me it was actually in December that this was supposed to come out. Soon to be a major motion picture. It was already a motion picture. They made an anime out of it. Well, whatever. Whatever, right? Check out Alita. It's great stuff. It's classic. Art is pretty. I mean, if you like manga-styled art, which I do, the art's pretty. Look at this little dog! Look at this doggo! Oh my god, the doggo! the doggo actually helped save the baby. Fact. Dogs and babies, man. Dogs and babies. I'll see you all next time. I feel like I'm just going in circles because I could just gush about this, but I'm just going to be repeating the same thing over and over. So you all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.